Hi, welcome to a brand new watercolor tutorial. Today we are going to be painting a butterfly and it's called a Spotted Jezebel butterfly. So let's get to it. I am now going to turn my camera around and okay. It will shake for a few seconds. Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. So the link to my outline here is in the description of this video if you would like to download it and transfer it onto your watercolor paper. And there's also a link to photos of this butterfly that you can use for a reference. And the previous live watercolor tutorial we did last Friday was this Australian plain butterfly. So if you would like to check that out at some time, I'll link this tutorial in the description below for you. Okay. Hi everyone. Hi Hannah. Hannah says, oh, she's currently in a tractor right now. Oh, okay. Hi Joyce. Hi Sarah, hi Sydney, hi Mayra, how are you all? Good morning. Hi Desiree. Okay, so I'm going to quickly go over my supplies. So I have my cold press watercolor paper from Arches and it's taped down on my desk with masking tape. I have 2 jars of clean water and for my brushes, I'm going to use brushes I always use. Which are my Princeton Neptune brushes. I probably won't use this big one here, but I will be using my size 8 round brushes and my size 0 round brush, my size 4 round brush, this size 1 script liner brush, and then I might use my filbert grainer brush maybe. So all of the supplies are linked below in the description as well. And for my paints, I'm using, I'm probably going to use some of my Winsor Newton professional paints. And I'm going to use my Payne's Gray that I recently got from a fellow subscriber here, Allison Evans, which, oh my gosh, I love this Payne's Gray. I use it instead of black now, and I love it so much, so I'm going to be using that. And I might use this lilac color from Daniel Smith. Wait, no, it's from Holbein. But yeah, I might use that. And I also have my vintage pastels pan set here from Art Philosophy I might use. And then, I don't know, maybe I will use some kind of iridescent paint. This is from KMS Watercolor, and her shop is linked below as well. So I might use this. Okay, I'm looking at some reference photos of this butterfly, and I have my butterfly book here. So this is kind of what it looks like in my butterfly book. And it looks like it is a white butterfly with black, but there are like colors in it because, as you probably know, white isn't necessarily white. There's like colors in it. So that's kind of why I was thinking of using maybe some purples and stuff. And okay, so let's get started. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but the underside of this butterfly is like super pretty. Like it has red and yellow, so I was thinking of painting the underside too, but maybe I'll do that later. Hi, Grain. Good morning. Well, I guess where you are, it's the afternoon. Desiree says, I set myself up to transfer the butterfly to the paper an hour ago, but I still have not done it. That's okay, Desiree. And then she says Payne's Gray all the way. Yeah, I'm really loving the Payne's Gray a lot. Okay, so I think the first thing I will do is I will maybe I'll wet, like use the wet and wet method and drop in some color like for the white areas of the wings. So I think I might do that. And I think I'm going to erase some of my, I kind of colored in where it's going to be like black just so I can like kind of see it better, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to erase some of that. Because I'm afraid that if I wet this entire area, it'll kind of make my water look a little gray if I have too much graphite. Okay, so who here, let me know in the chat or in the comments if you will be following along with me on this tutorial. Let me know. Okay, so I'm using my size 8 round brush and it's loaded with water, and I'm just going to kind of like wet this wing, and I'm not like too concerned about painting inside the lines, if that makes sense. Like, it's okay if I paint where there's going to be black. So I'm just wetting this, and there are going to be 2 white dots here too. I just need to keep that in mind. Okay. So yeah, I'm just wetting the entire wing really. And then now I'm going to drop in some color. I don't want to add too much color because I do want this butterfly to look light. I mean, I want it to look white. So I think I'm going to use some of this color here from Vintage Pastels. I don't really know. I can't remember what it's called. So I'm gonna drop some of that in. And maybe some of this purple, just a little bit. I don't want to add too much. Okay. And then I think I'll add a bit of gray right here. So I'm going to take some of this gray. Okay, and then I'm going to take some more of this purple. Okay, I think that's good for now. Desiree says, I'm going to be doing both sides of this butterfly. Cool. And then she says, if I don't use all stream to make the sketch. Yeah, last Friday's live stream, I think she spent the first 1 or 2 hours just drawing her butterfly. That's okay. Liz, hi Liz. She says that she is drawing the outline. Hannah says, I got my butterfly and moth book 2 days ago. I love it. The pages lay open so nicely. Good quality book. I bought it used off of your affiliate. It's truly like new. Thank you for recommending. You're welcome. Yeah, I have my, she's talking about this. Oops, I'm sorry. She's talking about this butterfly book here that I have been using a lot during this butterfly painting challenge. And it's linked below if you would like to check it out. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing on this wing here. So if you're new here, we are currently doing a 30-day butterfly painting challenge. And I think it's like 15 butterflies in 30 days. And I think this is the 12th butterfly, I think. 12th or 13th, I don't remember. So there is a link below if you wanted to check out how you can participate. And you can always participate after the challenge ends. Like you can keep painting them if you want, and use the hashtag and stuff. And also, I am planning another butterfly challenge, and it's going to happen in July or August, I'm thinking. And it's going to be amazing. Like, I'm planning some really fun things. So if you would like to check out, like, if you would like to be notified of when that challenge will start, I did make a form that you can input your email and name, and I will notify you when that starts. So that's linked in the description as well. It's going to be a little different than what we're doing right now, and it's going to be like really fun. I'm so excited about it. But yeah, this challenge has been so incredibly fun, and I'm just I don't know, I kind of feel like it really is helping us become closer and like get to know others in this community. And it's just been like really nice to do during this time, and like a good way to connect with others. Okay. All right, so, oh wait, I do want to add some gray right here. Okay. Sarah says, I got my Butterflies and Moth book yesterday. It's beautiful. Yay! I'm so glad you got that book. It's so, I just love it. Desiree says, more butterflies. Yes. Yes, we will be doing another butterfly challenge. Okay, now I'm going to paint in the bottom wings here, and I'm going to do the same thing. Sarah says the Spotted Jezebel is the 12th butterfly. Okay, thanks. Yeah, so this is the 12th butterfly of the butterfly painting challenge. So I'm wetting this whole wing here with water. And then I'm going to drop in the same colors, so some of this. And I think I'm just going to drop some in down here and then up here. Then I'm going to use some of this color. I think this is called Lilac from a Vintage Pastels pan set. Okay, now I'm going to do the same thing on this wing. So we do have a like goal today. If you're new here, we try to have a like goal for every live video because it just really helps helps more people find this video, and we can help grow this community. So today's like goal is 35 likes, and if we get to 35 likes, I will show you 2 portrait paintings I painted 2 years ago with oils, and I've never shown anyone them except I think Jimmy. So yeah, I'll show you those, and they're not that great. And yeah, I was just practicing portraits a little bit. And yeah, I was just not really happy how they turned out. But anyways. Desiree says, I've been tempted by that book too. I am super curious. I think you'll love it. I don't know if it's available where you live. It might be. I don't really know. But yeah, it's a really good butterfly book. Okay. So, oh wait, I do want to add some gray. Just like here. Yeah, it's a little too much. And I think I'm going to paint in his, I think it's a him, his body with like a very light, like this color here. Okay. Before we move on to the next step, we need to let this dry. So I will use my hair dryer. Just realized I didn't clean this brush last time I used it. Okay. I hope it's okay. I was gonna take a dry brush. Here, I'll take this one because my paint is kind of puddling right here, so I'm just going to soak some of this water up. Okay, I am now going to use my hair dryer, so I'm going to mute this. Oh my goodness. I feel like I've learned the hard way too many times with my hair dryer. Oh my gosh, I just messed up. Does this happen to anyone? Okay. It's all right. I might not be able to sell this painting, but it's okay. Okay, so it's mostly dry. Learn from my mistake and just only use your hair dryer when your painting is fairly dry. Like if there's still like lots of wet paint, don't use it. It's okay. All right. So the next step, let's see, I think the next step we'll do is we will paint in the black areas. So I am taking my Payne's Gray here. This is from Daniel Smith. And I'm going to take my size 4 round brush, and I might also use at times my size 0 round brush. Okay. I'm going to start on this wing here, and if you don't have Payne's Gray, that's okay, just use black. So I'm just putting some Payne's Gray in on my palette here. So let me know in the chat what you guys are up to this weekend. What are your plans? I'm currently working on a barn owl painting, and that I'm going to make it into a tutorial for you guys. So that is probably what I'll be working on this weekend. I think I'm going to try and finish it up. And if you're new here, before the butterfly challenge, we did monthly art challenges. So I'm going to talk more about this in my vlog that is coming out on Tuesday. But I was thinking of starting the monthly art challenge when the butterfly challenge ends. So like the second week of June, I think. And I think it'll be of the barn owl. So it'll be a tutorial as well as for the next art challenge. So yeah. What do you guys think about that? Are you excited? I know like a lot of you guys voted to have a barn owl be one of my next tutorials. Oh, Joyce says that she is super excited about the barn owl, and so is Liz. Yay! I kind of posted in progress photos on Instagram, but if you guys want, I can show you so far what the barn owl looks like. If you want, just let me know if you would like that. Desiree says, I messed up so many edges of the butterflies, but I just make the best of it, and I can still use it as stickers and stuff, but I don't know if I will ever do something with those originals. Yeah, so I don't know if I can sell this original with that mistake up there. Maybe I'll just keep this to myself, but if I like how this butterfly does turn out, maybe I'll make prints of it and stuff and stickers. Allison says, I am looking forward to the barn owl too. Yay! I love owls so much. They are one of the things in nature that like really inspires me. Desert says, I'm also going to paint the swallow. Looks like it's going to be bird month. Yeah, there was I think it was April. In April, the challenge was a barn swallow bird. Yeah, you guys are always welcome to do the challenges anytime, even when the end. I'm always looking at the hashtags and stuff, and I know life gets crazy sometimes. Sarah says I had to redo some of my butterflies because they were not that good. Oh, I had to redo a few as well. I worked ahead for the butterfly this weekend, so I painted the peacock butterfly and like filmed a tutorial and stuff. And within the first 15 minutes of painting it, I like messed up 3 times, and I was like, okay, I need to just start over. It was awful. Like I kept messing up one brushstroke after another. Yeah, sometimes it's okay to start over a painting. Desiree says sometimes you just have a day like that. Yeah, exactly. I'm really trying to be careful to not paint over an area that's supposed to be white. So I'm thinking for next Friday's live tutorial, we will paint bunnies, like little rabbits and stuff. Do you guys just want to like have the tutorial be just the bunnies, like little bunnies, or do you also want me to paint something along with them, like flowers or something like that? Let me know your thoughts. I think this is black right here. I think. If not, that's okay. This is probably going to be the most time-consuming part of this painting, is just painting in the black. Then there's like a little line here. Joy says, yeah, bunnies and flowers. Okay. And then Desiree says, this challenge has me realizing how many of them have black. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of butterflies have black. It's interesting. Okay. So this spot here, it's not like perfectly round. It's kind of irregular. So there, I think that looks okay. Same with this spot. It's like not a perfect circle. Desiree says, I wonder if it has something to do with warming up their wings. Oh, maybe. Maybe that's why a lot of butterflies have black. Oh, she says, yeah, cause black will warm up faster. And then she says, and they need the warmth of the sun to get warm. Allison says, looks like you are going to go through the Payne's grade pretty fast. Oh my goodness. Allison, oh my goodness. She's going to send me a tube of Payne's Gray. You are like so sweet. Thank you. Yeah, I've been using this Payne's Gray all the time. I can't believe I've never used it before. Like, I don't know. I guess I just never really like thought about it. But yeah, I like this a lot. Okay. So the edge of like between the black and the white here, it's like it's not like cookie cutter. It's like kind of irregular, if that makes sense. So I'm trying not to make it perfectly smooth looking. Desiree says cookie cutter. That's like, I feel like I heard that saying one time, like, I don't know, to describe something that's like simple, or I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's like the kind of the only word I can think of to describe what I am trying to describe. Wow. I can just barely see my pencil marks. Okay, and then this black here kind of like fades out a little bit. So I'm going to kind of blend. Oops. Oh my gosh, I just messed up again. I splattered some paint right here. You can't see because some of it's off the screen, but yeah, definitely not going to probably sell this painting. I'll just keep it for me. So yeah, I'm just kind of blending with some water a little bit. Okay. I'm going to kind of smooth out the edges of the black a little bit with some water. And then maybe I'll even go ahead and paint in the veins. Kind of like drag this Payne's Gray Desiree says Payne's Gray is a great color, so that's only natural. And then she says, I'm on my second pan of it by Van Gogh, and I have a big pan of it from Roman Schmal. Still trying to figure out which one I like better. She says, I also really like this other gray I got recently from Van Gogh. And then she says she's going to look up the name. So Desiree, do you ever just use black, or do you always now use Payne's Gray? I feel like I'm now always going to use Payne's Gray. Okay, I can't really see my pencil mark anymore. I think there's like like that. She said the other one is called Neutral Tint, and it's more on the purple side when diluted. Allison says, I never use black. I use Neutral Tint or Payne's Gray or mix a black. Desiree says, I use Payne's Gray mostly, but I do have black too. If I find something that has to be straight black, like a pupil of an eye on an already dark eye, I use black because it stands out more. And she says, however, Payne's Gray, Neutral Tint, and I can't say what that is, are more interesting in a painting, so I use those when I can. Okay, so the edge of this wing is like squiggly. And there's also some white, at least from some of the photos I see. So I will be going back in with some paint. Wow, I was gonna say Payne's Gray. Oh my goodness. Obviously that color is on my mind. What I was trying to say, I will go back in with some white gouache and add some little white stripes on the edge of its wings. And maybe to like touch up some other white areas, but we'll see. Okay, so the round spots on the edge of this wing here, they kind of look like they're not just like white spots. They kind of have like a gradient. Okay. So I'm just kind of taking some water, kind of blending like that. it looks like the very middle of each round white area, there's like a line like that. Should I get closer? Maybe if you guys want me to, I can move my phone closer. So just let me know if you want me to. Desiree says me neither. It's the unpronounceable gray. And she says, I almost never mix black, however, like Allison does. What's your favorite colors to mix black with? Oh, she's asking Allison Evans. I feel like this butterfly is harder than I thought it'd be. So what has been the butterfly in this painting challenge that is, or was the hardest for you so far? For me, it was the peacock one. That's actually the one for this weekend. That butterfly was so difficult for me. I spent about 5 hours on it. And usually I try to spend no more than 3 hours on these butterflies. And yeah, it's the one that I messed up. I messed up like 3 times in the first 15 minutes of painting. And then had to start over. Yeah, that one was so difficult. So I hope you guys, I hope it goes well for you guys when you paint it. It was so hard that I didn't really enjoy I didn't really enjoy painting it very much. Desiree says the monarch has been the one that was so difficult for her. And then she says, I think I was just burnt out that day and I should have taken a break. Do you think you'll repaint that butterfly, or are you kind of like over it? The other butterfly, well, I guess it wasn't exactly like that challenging, but it was one that I'm not really proud of, and it is the purple tip butterfly that we painted for the first butterfly live tutorial here on YouTube. I think that butterfly I'm like the least happy with, just because I don't like how the body turned out. I still kind of want to go back in and like fix it, but then I'm just like, I don't know if I really want to. So I'm going around the edges of these white spots here with like a light, with the paint's gray, but a lot of water, just to kind of soften them up, I guess. Oops. Okay. Yeah, when this dries, I'll go back in and kind of touch some things up. Now I'm going to move on to this wing down here. Desiree says, I'm actually really looking forward to the peacock one. Oh my goodness. That one was just so difficult, but yeah, I wish you luck on that one. It is a very beautiful butterfly though. Allison Evans says that to mix black, she uses phthalo blue, phthalo green, and anthraquinoid red. Yeah, to make a good black. And Desiree says, yeah, she might try that. Okay. So I am going to take my size 4 round brush and some Payne's Gray. And I'm going to start on the edge here, and the edge is very squiggly. It's not like a super straight, round edge. And then the black kind of like fades. So I'm just blending with water, kind of like fading this out. And then these round areas, they're kind of like up here. It's kind of like a gradient, so it's like dark here, and then as go up, it gets lighter and lighter. Taking some more Payne's Gray and just dropping some in. Some over here. Okay, this little scoop scoop is like a little higher. Just kind of dragging some of this off a little bit. I don't want it to be too dark. Hi, Jacqueline. She says you should try painting Raja Brooks' birdwing butterfly or Queen Alexandra's birdwing butterfly. Okay, I will definitely look those up. Now I'm like really curious what they look like. Thank you for the recommendations. Yeah, maybe I'll have those in the next butterfly challenge. If you're just joining, or if you missed when I shared about this earlier, we're going to be doing another butterfly challenge, and it's going to happen sometime in July or August. And I made a sign-up form that you can fill out just with your email and name, and I'll notify you when it starts. And it's going to be like kind of different than this one, and yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. I haven't like finalized the details about it yet, or like what am I trying to say? It's so hard to paint and talk at the same time for me. I haven't like finalized everything about it yet, so I'm still planning it out. Okay, so up here, there's like this, the black kind of like fades away, like it's not so prominent. So I'm cleaning my brush right now, and I'm loading it with some clean water. And at this dip right here, I'm just going to kind of drag this Payne's Gray with the water in my brush and just kind of paint in the dip here, but not as like prominent, if that makes sense, and kind of fade it out. And then same down here, just dragging this Payne's Gray and I am going to repaint in the black up here. Okay, and kind of looks like that. Okay, I might, there, I think that's good. I'm going to take my tiny size 0 round brush and kind of drag some of this Payne's Gray and paint in the veins. I kind of like doing this, like painting in the veins this way. Okay, yeah, I'll just let this dry, and then when this is dry, I will go back in and touch things up, add more detail. I'm just kind of softening this up a bit. It kind of looked a little harsh looking. Okay, so now let's move on to this wing here, and we're going to do the exact same thing. Oh, Desiree says, "You're so mysterious, making me all curious." When I was talking about the next butterfly challenge, yeah, I'm really excited about it. I don't want to like share everything about it. Kind of want to keep it a surprise. um, Sydney says, "It sounds like a lot of fun." Hi, Sydney. Hi, Ingrid. How are you doing? Oh, what is that smiley face? That blue one. Is something wrong? Jacqueline, hi. Oh wait, you've been joined for a while. She says, how has your guys' day been? My day has been good so far. Yeah, so far is good. These lives really brighten up my Fridays. I'm always like so excited about them. I used to be so nervous. I am still kind of nervous and awkward, as you can tell. But yeah, they really brighten my Fridays. Okay, there's like, okay, as I'm painting this wing, I'm trying to make it symmetrical to this wing here. Okay. already not looking symmetrical. Oh my goodness, this butterfly is harder than I thought it'd be. I might have to, I don't know. Let's just paint this. Okay. So like over here, I have some water in my brush and I'm just trying to kind of create a gradient. Blending with some water. Okay. So I made this scoop looking shape a little, a little smaller than this one. Oops. So I'm going to kind of make this one a little smaller as well. So how has your guys' week been? I feel like this week went by really fast. I think because Monday was Memorial Day here in the US. So I worked that day, but I also like took some of it off to because Jimmy also Jimmy, he didn't have to work, and okay, hold on, let me think. Let me think what I'm doing right now. My pencil mark. I feel like this is really, I hope I can erase it. Probably not. Okay, it's fine. Anyways, Jimmy, he didn't have to work Monday. And so I feel like that kind of like made my week go by fast because it kind of felt like a 3-day weekend. And so Tuesday felt like Monday. Yeah, so something exciting happened this week, guys. I shared about it on Instagram story, so maybe you already know. But we reached 2,000 subscribers here on YouTube like a few days ago. So I'm just so, I don't know, it's been a good week. So I just want to say thank you. I do talk about this in my vlog, so I won't like go on about it, but yeah, so that's really exciting. Thank you guys. Yeah, I'm just so thankful. I didn't think I'd get 2,000 subscribers so soon. I thought it would take me a lot longer. And I'm almost to 2,000 on Instagram. So I've been thinking like once I reach 2,000 on Instagram, I'll then do like a big giveaway for both Instagram and YouTube. for reaching 2,000. This recess, I am going to have dinner. Just finished the sketches on my watercolor paper. Awesome. Allison says, oh, her and Desiree have been talking about paints. Okay, I feel like a lot of this paint is going over here. So I'm cleaning my brush and I'm going to kind of drag some of this away. Okay, now I'm loading my brush with some clean water and going to kind of create a gradient. Drop in some more Payne's Gray. Okay, I'm going to wipe some away again. Same over here. And then trying to paint lightly over here because the black kind of like fades into gray, like it lightens up. And then, okay, there's like another dip here that I like. I don't know what it is about today. I'm just kind of like messing up a little bit. It's one of those days, I think, where you just mess up. I think I'm just going to paint this in a little bit. Okay, and over here I need to kind of wipe some of this away because it's like blending all together. Okay, and going to repaint some of this in up here. And then take my tiny size 0 round brush and drag some of my paint to paint in the veins. Okay, I'm going to take some Payne's Gray in my brush. Okay. Vicky, hi Vicky. She says, congratulations, you have such a special channel. Oh, thank you. And then she says, thank you for sharing your talent and ambience with us. You're so welcome. Thank you so much. Allison says, that is exciting. 2,000 subscribers. I'm sure it'll grow even faster. Thank you. Thank you guys. Okay, now it's time for this wing here. So, taking my tiny brush again, my size 0 round brush, and some Payne's Gray, of course. And I'm going to paint in his eye, trying my best to make it symmetrical. All right. Fallon says, congratulations, you deserve it and so much more. Thank you, Fallon. Thank you so much. It's all because of you guys, seriously. Like, I just make the videos for you. It's all because you guys like watch my videos and comment and like my videos. That's why my channel is growing. It's because of you. If I didn't have anyone to watch my videos, then my channel wouldn't like go anywhere. So thank you so much. Okay, so I'm really trying to make this wing the same as this wing here. So what are some tutorials you guys would like from me? Now that the butterfly challenge is coming to an end, I need to start planning some tutorials that are not butterflies. So next Friday we have a like bunny tutorial with some flowers and stuff, and then we'll be having a barn owl tutorial, and that'll be for the next art challenge as well. And I'm thinking, what else? What were my other ideas? I have been, some of you want a horse tutorial, so that is one that I'm thinking about doing sometime soon. And then like maybe like a bluebird, like a cute little chubby bluebird. So yeah, I would love to know what tutorials you'd like. Let's see, some of my other ideas are like maybe some mushrooms. I have been getting requests to do mushroom tutorials. And yeah. I have like a whole list. I just can't remember. I do want to make some like beginner tutorials that are like super easy. So if you have any ideas for those, let me know too. Allison says, "It is you that makes us want to watch. It is the content you create. You give so much to us. Your live videos have already helped me to improve my painting. Give yourself some credit." Thank you. Oh, gosh, that's so, I'm just so touched. And she says, I would love a bluebird tutorial, maybe an animal skull, some moth tutorials, maybe a bee tutorial. Okay, yeah, I like those ideas. Yeah, I do have a bee tutorial, but I'm not really proud of it. I made it, I think, almost a year ago. And sorry, I was thinking about what I'm painting. Yeah, I'm just not very proud of it. So yeah, I would like to make a new bee tutorial. And a skull, that's like a really good idea. So again, these spots here, they are not like super perfect round spots. They're irregular. So I'm trying to really make them irregular, I guess. Make the edges aren't like super smooth. Same with this spot here. By the way, if you're new to my channel and you don't know, I do have a free beginner watercolor class. And I go over like supplies, like all about watercolor supplies. And then it also comes with a hummingbird tutorial. So that's linked in the description of this video. Okay, I kind of painted this a little bigger, so I'm gonna go back over here and kind of make this look the same. All right, and I'm gonna bring out my larger size 4 round brush. Okay, now I'm taking my size 0 round brush with some water and going to kind of drag this gray then I'm going to drag some of this paint to paint in this vein, although I kind of need to make it a little lighter. Okay, I'm going to go back around the edges here with a little bit of Payne's Gray in my brush and a lot of water. So it's kind of like watered down. I'm just going to kind of soften these edges. And then paint in this vein here. I really should just untape my paper from the desk so I can turn it. I like to turn my paper when I paint, so sometimes taping my paper on my desk isn't very convenient. It's important, like when you use like the wet and wet method, which I did use for the first layer. I don't really like have to have it taped on my desk anymore, so I'm gonna go ahead and untape it so I can turn my paper. Sarah says a moth tutorial is a good idea. Okay. Yeah, I would love to do a moth tutorial. So, to give you a little sneak peek into the future, I do plan on doing like a moth challenge. But if I'm being honest with myself, it probably won't happen for, I don't know, a few months, maybe like September or October. And so during that challenge, we will be painting like a lot like these live videos here, like every Friday, I'll be painting a moth. So that's exciting. So I probably, oops, sorry. I probably won't, then I probably will wait until then to like do some moth tutorials. Okay. Desiree says that she is back. Yay! And that it's looking good. Good. I don't know how I feel about my butterfly painting. I'm just not sure about it. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like it's one of those days for me where your painting just doesn't turn out. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I think I'm having one of those days. Okay, so this wing here is a lot like this wing, like at the edge, and it's like squiggly. So, okay. Desiree says that's why I like taping the paper to a board. Yeah, I've done that a few times. It's just that the boards I have are like really big. Like they're like just as big as my desk almost. So they're kind of hard to turn. Maybe I should find like a smaller board. Okay, I think all of this is black. Actually, I'm going to change to my size 0 round brush. I mean, yeah, my size 0 round brush. So there's like a round area like here. Desiree says it's not the easiest butterfly too. Yeah, I really thought this one would be easy. It's okay. I'm cleaning my brush now, and I am loading it with some clean water, and I'm just going to kind of do like I did over here, kind of create like a gradient. I'm gonna wipe some of this away. Okay, and same over here. Oh, Desiree says time to get an A4 sized board then. Yes, I really do need to. I'll have to look those up. Maybe Amazon has some. Okay, and I'm cleaning my brush again. I have some clean water in it, and I'm just gonna create a gradient. Okay, I want to have the same amount of spots. So we have basically 3 left plus this little slit shape. So we have 1, 2, and then 3. So, okay. Again, I am cleaning my brush and loading it with some clean water, creating a gradient. I feel like I'm doing a better job over here than what I did over here. I think I'm getting the hang of this. Liz says, I had to stop and eat breakfast. I got so hungry. I'm taking my paints to work. My boss which is her dad, is going to be so happy. Sarcastic. That is too funny. Oh my goodness. And she says, I love painting the rare Spotted Jezebel. This butterfly is also called the wood white. I love that name. Oh, yeah, I didn't know that. Wood white. Yeah, that's pretty. And she says, Allison, step back and look at it. You'll love how it looks. Okay, let me look at this from far away. Okay. Yeah. I think once I like paint in his body, I think it'll look a lot better. I don't know. I guess that's the bright side of these live videos. You guys get to see me see how it really is as a watercolor artist. Sometimes you mess up. Sometimes you like don't really like what you're painting. If I was just recording this on my camera and it wasn't live, I probably would have started over maybe. And yeah, I probably would have started over. But it's okay. The most important thing with these live tutorials, I feel like, is that we get to have a sense of community and just like hang out. Even if you're watching the replay, it's just nice to have that sense of community. Okay, do I have the correct amount of spots? 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay. Okay. Vicky says, I agree. It's absolutely gorgeous. Well, thank you. Desiree says, time to get painting for me. Good luck, Desiree. I'm sure yours is going to turn out just beautiful. And she says, not liking what you're painting while painting is very common for me. Aw. Yeah, I feel like I feel that way frequently. There are some paintings that I am I'm really proud of. And I'm working on the barn owl right now, which if you haven't heard, that's going to be a tutorial, and I hope to upload it next week, and it'll be for the next art challenge. We'll start resuming the monthly art challenges after the butterfly challenge. And anyways, I'm working on that now, and I love it. I love how it's turning out. So yeah, sometimes there are paintings you're proud of and some you're not. And I think it's just part of being an artist. It's normal. Okay, there we go. Let's see. I do want to kind of do what I did over here. Paint like a thin layer of Payne's Gray around these dots. I just feel like that makes it look, I don't know, like more soft looking. And I'm going to go ahead and do that same thing for these spots. Okay, next we are going to work on his body. Desiree says, yours is really beautiful too, thanks. And then she says she's super excited for the barn owl, yay! Let's take like a minute break and I'll show you my progress on the barn owl. So here it is. This is the progress so far. So I think this might be a lot like my snowy owl painting that I painted a few months ago. I'm thinking that it'll be like a night scene with some stars and then like leaves, and it's like a round composition. So yeah, this will be like a tutorial and the art challenge, the next art challenge soon. So it's not done yet. I still need like to add details and stuff, but yeah. Desiree says, it looks stunning so far. Thank you. Cindy says, it's looking really good. I find if I'm not liking something I am painting, I put it away after I finish it. A few days later, I will look over it again and try and fix it. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, so sometimes you just need like fresh eyes. You just have to like take a break, take a few days, and return to it. Hold on, I have to plug my phone in. It's gonna shake for a second. Okay. Sarah says it's beautiful. Thank you. Hi, Carrie. Carrie says I don't use a board and wonder if I should. Maybe I'll try out a cheaper cutting board from Dollar Tree. Cheap and smaller. Yeah, you can try that. I'm sure that'll work. Sydney says it's good to look at your art a few days later if you're having a bad painting day, and the owl is beautiful. Can't wait to see the finished piece. Thank you. Alright, so let's paint his body now. So I am looking at some photos of this butterfly, and let's see. Some of them show like he is dark, like black, and then some show that he's like light. Okay. I think I'm going to paint him white, maybe. So I'm going to take some of this gray from Vintage Pastels, which is right here. I think I'm just going to take some of this gray. Oops, I have Payne's gray in my brush still. Gonna add a lot of water to it. And there's some Payne's Gray in there too from my brush, which is fine. I'm going to paint the edge right here. And then here, like that. And then I'm cleaning my brush. And I have some clean water, and I'm just gonna kind of blend this into the dry area. Drag some of this over here. And then I'm gonna use the same paint in my brush, and let's see. I always have trouble with his head, with butterflies' heads. Anyone else have trouble? And I'm gonna paint it in his mouth. Just kind of like 2 slits. I always have trouble with this all the time. I'm always having to go back in with white gouache and like fix things around his head. Okay. We'll let that dry and then add some more. And I'm going to paint along here, and then he has these horizontal stripes, kind of like. And I'm blending with some water. Desiree says, I find the body and head part the most fun. What? I can't believe you. You find it the most fun? It is not the most fun for me. Okay, I'm gonna now take some Payne's Gray on my palette. I want like a good amount of water. I don't want this to be like super dark. She says it makes it come alive. It does. I agree with that. I don't know. So I'm just painting along here. I want to create like a shadow kind of. So now I'm cleaning my brush, adding a touch of water to my brush, and now I'm going to blend. I don't want to blend too much. Okay. That. Now I'm going to do the same thing on this side. And I'm going to add some shadow over here. I want him to look kind of bigger up here, like bigger here and then kind of skinnier down here. And then again, I'm blending with some water. Taking more Payne's Gray, dropping some in while it's still wet right here, and then I'm going to blend again with some water. And I'm going to add a shadow under these wings. That Desiree says, same with eyes of mammals and birds. Yeah, I do really like to paint the eyes of animals. And I feel like once I do, it just really changes the painting. Like it just makes it look so much better when the eyes are painted. Joy says, oh wow, I missed the whole stream. I had a long online meeting for work. It looks fantastic. Thank you, Joyce. I'm actually not too proud of my butterfly, but I guess us artists are just like the hardest on ourselves. Yeah, I messed up if you can tell right here. And yeah, it's okay though. um, okay, so I'm gonna add some more like shadow here. And again, I'm blending with water. And I'm going to add some more shadow here. Then again, on each of these lines, I'm just trying to build up the values. And I want to add like a shadow along the edge of him. Okay. Now I'm taking my tiny 0 round brush. Joy says, you're not going to win them all. That's true. That's very true. And she says, I still think it looks great. Thank you. Okay. I'm taking some more Payne's Gray. I really want to get his mouth right. Okay. Oh my goodness. All right, I think I'm done with that. I might fix it. I might fix it a little bit with white gouache. Okay, now I want to touch up some of these areas here, like on the white round areas. So it looks like there's a line. There's like a line in each of these, like this. And then I kind of already did that over here. Maybe I should try and make this look the same. Okay, and this spot here looks really different from this one. So I think I might make this one smaller, like this size. And I kind of paint this. Okay. I'm going to add some little tiny black specks now. So I'm using Payne's Gray again. And I will start on this wing here. Add some little tiny black dots. Desiree says, I started with a dark with my dumb head. Yeah, so you started with the, the darkest color. Yeah, and it's a lot easier to start with the lightest color with watercolor. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry, Desiree. Are you going to start over, or are you just going to push through and... Oh my gosh, yeah, I can't imagine starting, well, painting the dark first. That would be hard to deal with. Yeah, I feel like adding like little details like this really makes your butterfly come to life. And I'm going to add some over here. She says she's gonna keep painting, just need to be super careful now with the light stuff. Yeah. Sarah says, now cooking my chicken curry. Ooh, that sounds delicious. Yeah, I feel like these aren't very symmetrical. Gonna kind of paint this in a bit more. Okay. All right, so I need to paint the antenna now. Yay. Okay. I'm gonna start at the top. Desiree says you sounded super enthusiastic about that. Totally. Antennas scare me. I'm always scared I'm going to paint them crooked or too thick looking. Oh my goodness. Okay. I should just cheat and use a micron pen or something like that. I think this one looks a little longer. I'm going to kind of extend this one here. Okay. Okay. What else do I want to do? I kind of like it how it is, but I feel like I could add a bit more. I think I might be done. What do you guys think? Let me look at it from far away. Vicky says, you should use a script brush for your antenna. Once you get a handle on how to use it, you can achieve some pretty amazingly controlled lines. Yeah, I should. Gosh, I have one. I use it for veins sometimes. Yeah, I probably should have used that instead. Gosh, I feel like I could work on this more. I might deepen the shadows here around his body, so I'm taking some more Payne's Gray. And I'm going to blend now with some water. Okay, and I'm gonna kind of add some more shadow here. Then under this wing, okay. I think I might be done, guys. What do you think? Let me take my camera here. Desiree says, I think I'm using sepia for the undertone and the dark wings for this one. Nice. Yeah, I think that'll look nice. Okay. Yeah, I mean, from far away, I like it. It's not perfect, but I mean, I like it. Okay, I'm gonna turn my camera around. So, yeah, here we go. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I keep getting notifications. Hold on. They're covering my face. Okay. It was a lot of fun. Thank you. From far away, yeah, I do like it a lot. But yeah, I'm pretty content with it, I think. I'm reading some of your comments here. So, Vicky says, beautiful painting. Sarah says, beautiful. Joyce says, have a great weekend, everyone. I'm looking forward to the barn owl tutorial. Me too. I'm really excited about that. I hope to get it up on Thursday, next Thursday. And Vicky says, great work. It's honestly very well done. Thank you so much, guys. Again, thank you for joining me for this live tutorial. I always have so much fun with you. And I hope that you guys have a wonderful weekend and that you stay safe. Take care. I appreciate you so much. I'm really, really looking forward to seeing the rest of your butterflies. I can't wait to see your peacock butterfly and this butterfly. So I will be visiting the hashtag today. Of course, well, every day I see what you guys are painting. So thank you so much. We have Fallon, Desiree, Grain, Allison, Sarah, thank you. Sydney, thank you so much. Again, have a great weekend. Bye, guys. Appreciate you all. And I'll see you on Tuesday in the studio vlog. See you Tuesday. Bye. Bye, Desiree.